I know, not not Mark Wahlberg sitting out here saying we need to come together and Black Lives Matter and justice for George Floyd. Not Marky Mark. Not the same Marky Mark that threw rocks at a bunch of black third graders and a teacher. And not the same Mark who beat up the Vietnamese man and made him lose his eye and got charged with hate crimes for both and tried to get him expunged until that teacher spoke out against him and he stopped trying to, pursue getting that expunged off his record. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And everybody gave him Mark Wahlberg a pass, all right? And a lot of people don't know his history, man. He threw rocks at third graders, man. A third grade class that was black and they black teacher. And you know about the bigotry in Boston. I know people that live up in Boston, it's still segregated just like Milwaukee. You seen that lady in Milwaukee, they was doing the Black Lives Matter protest peacefully and she spit on that black man. In Boston, it's still segregated, okay? It's still racist and they proud to be racist. You heard what the baseball player that played for Minnesota and Detroit Tigers and the Angels, I believe too, Torrey Hunter said, I had a no trade clause in any of my contracts not to get traded to Boston because the kids and the adults there will say the N-word freely and nobody says nothing, and it's just accepted there. Adam Jones, who played out there in the outfield for the Orioles, said the same thing. They called him the N-word. In Major League Baseball for over, almost 100 years, they've never done nothing to the Boston Red Sox organization about quieting down their bigotry. And that goes for all they sports fans. It's racist as hell, but all they do is reward them with championships after championships and cheat for those organizations throughout time. So what I'm supposed to think? It's acceptable up there. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very acceptable up there. And Mark Wahlberg is trying to cover it up. He's a racist. You don't just unlearn that. You just don't get charged with that and don't. He did it twice. He knocked out a Vietnamese man's eye and then later apologized for it. You know? So I know he ain't going around here saying, oh, Black Lives Matter, justice for George Floyd. You the last person, bro. You a whole racist out here, man. It has a racist history. Ain't nothing changed. Money ain't changed you, or working with black people ain't changed you. To throw rocks at kids and a teacher in a class? To knock out a Vietnamese man's eye? What's changed? You seen the light? And black people say, well, he apologized for it and he gave this money to HBCU and he paid for their scholarships, to college. And that don't mean nothing. They trying to save face. He trying to save face. And he still ain't deleted it. And there's been a lot of comments about it, man. So Mark Wahlberg, man, please. Please. We know you don't want justice for George Floyd. We know you don't. We know what city you from. We know what y'all about. So stop it, man. Truly, truly stop it. Marky Mark. Racism is nothing you born with. You learn. It's learned. And he ain't none learned it. He's still the same Marky Mark that he was for 15 years old. I'm not giving him a pass. And I know it's fake love. And it's a lot of fake love going around for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Drayshawn Reed. It's a lot of fake love going around. Because where's this same love and where's this same camaraderie at when Trayvon Martin died? You had people like Patrick Mahomes saying, well, we don't know what happened. We know he killed that kid. That's a fact. Excuse me. We know it's a fact. He killed that kid. Where was y'all at standing with us for Trayvon Martin? Where was the revolution for change then? All of a sudden, it's four instead of one at a time this time, and in between, a nice time between him and Mike Brown and, the next guy. All of a sudden, these string of deaths, all of a sudden, everybody behind us. After Emmett Till died, after Rodney King got beat, after Martin Luther King got killed and assassinated, same thing for Malcolm X. Everything that happened for Trayvon Martin, to Mike Brown, to Eric Gardner, all of a sudden, it took for a string of four black people to get killed. Ahmaud Arbery in Brunswick, Georgia, Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Drayshawn Reed in Indianapolis, and I believe they said he served his country, and George Floyd in Minnesota for everybody to see change. Get out of here, man. Mark Wahlberg a fraud, man. But hey, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links in the description. Want to make a donation to the channel, best way to do that is share the video, but Cash App, PayPal in the description, one time for the one time. And I'm going to link that video in the description, and I'm going to put it in the community tab about his racist history. So make sure you check it out. It'll be in the description of the source link. We gone.